February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched nearly 900 strikes on Iran in 12 hours. Military bases, missile sites, nuclear facilities. Iran's response didn't come with missiles. It closed a gap of water 21 miles wide. In the weeks that followed, oil surged past $126 a barrel. Pakistan closed its schools to save electricity. The IEA released the largest emergency oil reserve in its history. It bought 4 days. The Strait of Hormuz. At its narrowest point, 21 miles across, roughly the distance from central London to Heathrow Airport. Through that gap passes 20 million barrels of oil every single day, 1/5 of everything the world consumes. Saudi Arabia's oil exits through it, Iraq's, Kuwait's, Qatar's liquefied natural gas, the fuel heating European homes and powering Asian factories. All of it funnels through this one corridor before it reaches the open ocean. There is no meaningful alternative. The Gulf is a dead end with one exit. China gets 1/3 of its oil through here. Japan gets 70% of its total supply. South Korea, Taiwan, India. Europe's natural gas from Qatar, same water. But oil is only part of it. 1/3 of the world's fertilizer trade moves through this strait. Fertilizer feeds crops. Crops feed people. When this closes, food prices follow. In countries that have never heard of the Strait of Hormuz, a farmer in Bangladesh, a factory worker in Vietnam, a commuter in Munich. None of them have ever seen this water. All of them depend on it staying open. This isn't an oil story. It's a civilization story. Iran doesn't just border the strait. It controls islands inside it. Territory sitting directly in the middle of the world's most critical shipping lane. You cannot secure a door when your enemy lives in the doorframe. The United States Fifth Fleet is based in Bahrain, 30 minutes away. Aircraft carriers, destroyers, submarines. One of the most powerful forces ever assembled in a single body of water. When the crisis hit, they moved immediately. It didn't matter. The Strait of Hormuz isn't built for a navy like this. It's a knife fight in a dark room. Swarms of fast attack boats blurring into radar clutter. Plastic mines cheap enough to scatter by the hundreds, designed to hide from sonar. Securing the lane takes weeks. Recontaminating it takes hours. But even if they cleared every inch, the tankers still wouldn't move. Because the real lock on this door isn't military. It's one phone call in a gray office building in London. The moment conflict begins in the Gulf, insurance underwriters review their exposure. They raise premiums. One ship goes down, they pull coverage entirely. And without insurance, no commercial captain on Earth will sail into that water. Not because they're cowards, because the ship isn't insured. The cargo isn't insured. The crew isn't insured. The US Navy can clear the lane. It can escort every tanker through. It cannot make a London insurance firm write a policy on a vessel sailing through an active war zone. The lane is open. We have ships in the strait. My captains won't go through. We'll escort them. Who insures them if they don't make it? This is the trap Iran has understood for decades. You don't need to physically block the water. A handful of mines, even a rumor of mines, is enough. The market doesn't wait for a ship to sink. It panics at the first shot. And the pressure to end this lands not on the countries involved in the conflict, but on the ones who had nothing to do with starting it. Japan, South Korea, Taiwan. Their economies running on a clock. Their reserves draining, waiting for someone else to blink. The most powerful navy in history, sitting 30 minutes from the problem. Engines running, weapons ready, completely unable to fix it. At some point, it always reopens. Iran's own economy runs on oil revenue, and Iran's oil exits through the same water it just closed. The leverage works both ways. So the crisis ends, the tankers move, and the hard questions about how the world ended up this exposed get quietly set aside. Because fixing it costs tens of billions of dollars, and it solves a problem that most of the time doesn't exist. So the world keeps taking the cheaper option. Trust that the door stays open. The countries with the most leverage over this strait are not the countries that depend on it. The countries that depend on it have no territory here, no claim to this water, no practical way to change the geography. The tankers move again. They always do. The The geography does.